Okay, so it is the 16th of December. I am just getting home. It is like time's right in front of me. It's 5:22. I have not eaten anything today, so I'm gonna make something to eat. But before I do that, I'm going to get my computer and all of my documents that I need open so that it's ready to go. So that I can just sit down and start writing. I really need to finish working on this book. The problem that I was gonna write earlier today, but for some reason I'm just extremely tired. I also have to figure out why this table is just not leveled because it is shaking a lot, and I don't think it ever used to do that. But yeah, so I'm gonna get everything pulled up and ready to go so that after I eat, I can just immediately sit down and get writing. I only have 2 chapters left to write for this book. So hopefully that doesn't take me very long and that I can just knock that out. I think I'll probably just do a bunch of writing sprints to kind of help me along the way. I also forgot to record my word count for yesterday, so I need to do that as well. But yeah, so that is the plan, and I'll come back and I'll update you guys later. Okay, so it is 6:17. I have just finished eating, so I have my document pulled up already. I'm gonna just jump right in and start writing, and I'll update you guys. I got some hours ahead of me, like 4 available hours that I can use. So I plan to finish this story by tonight. Fingers crossed, because I have been saying that a lot lately. But yes, I'm just gonna get right into it, and I'll update you guys later. Okay, so it is 8:42. I have been writing since like 6 something or 7 something. I can't remember the last update that I gave you guys, but it is 8:42. I have finished with chapter 30. Let me go back and confirm because I just forgot chapter 30. So we still have the epilogue to write. Chapter 30 ended up being 3,390 words. I feel like that might be the most that I've ever written in like one chapter. I usually try to keep my chapters within a certain like word count because I don't really like long chapters when I'm reading. So I try not to make long chapters for other readers. Although there might be some people out there who like to read long chapters, I'm not really a big fan of long chapters. So I try to keep it like within like 2,000 words. But this ended up being 3,390 words. I don't even know how that happened. I honestly felt like I was going to be struggling to get the words done just because I'm so like anxious to finish this draft of this book. But surprisingly, the words was just coming and the story was going. And I was like, oh, wait, like this is pretty good. This is pretty good. So that's done. I'm gonna write the epilogue now. That's what I'm about to work on, and the epilogue shouldn't be very long. I'm thinking only like a couple hundred words. This is just first draft of this story. I usually don't do more than one draft of my books, and I don't know why. I think I kind of get like attached to what I write the first go around. Like I am the type that I'll start writing something, and if the story isn't working for me, I'll delete what I wrote, or I'll just open up a whole new document and then I'll start again. And so usually like what I wrote for that first round is like that's it for me. Like I wrote these words, and you're not going to make me change these words. And I kind of have to, not kind of, I definitely have to get myself out of that mindset. That's not the right mindset that I want to have if I'm trying to pursue this full time and put out quality content, if that makes any sense. So It is a bit cold. I have my heater here, but I'm going to finish this draft, and that's going to be it for draft one of my new paranormal romance. I can't believe it. I actually sat down to look at like how many stories I've written. This is book 8. What? Like completed from beginning to end. This is book 8. I honestly cannot believe it, but that's where we're at. This is book 8. So I am going to leave you guys. I'm going to come back with another update, but I got to sit here and write the epilogue. And after I write the epilogue, I am going to start, because I still have some time to kill. So I think I'm going to start preparing for what my project for tomorrow is, which is going to be different than what I thought it was going to be. But I was watching YouTube videos today. This is my problem. This is why I got to stay off YouTube. Can we talk about this for a second? This is why I have to stay off of YouTube. I mean, in one way, it's a good thing because I'm always learning something new and picking up like new habits and things like that. I'm like, figuring out what works best for me by watching other indie authors, other published authors on YouTube. But then when that happens, I'm like, oh, nope. So now I got to do this. Like I'll change my entire routine. And it's like, girl, how many times are you going to change it? But anyways, this is where the idea of doing more than one draft came into play. I was watching a indie author. I don't think she actually has anything published. She might just be a writer at this moment, like working on different projects. But I was watching, I want to say it's Sincerely V. I'll link, I'll mention and leak who it was that I was watching. But she was mentioning going over the second draft. Like she wrote the first draft and then she was going over the second draft or getting ready to write the second draft. And she's not the first person to say this. I've watched other videos where everybody talk about their first and their second drafts and everything. This is not the first time that I've heard people going through multiple drafts. And for me, I'm always just like, I can't go back and rewrite a story that I already wrote. But I'm like trying to sit and actively think about this, especially since I'm working in a new genre. I've started writing in romance, and the reason why I kind of felt that way is as I was writing this romance, I'm like, is it working? And then it made me think about my first romance. Like, did that work? And should I have like worked on that again? And the problem is that I don't plot my stories. I am a pantser. So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to stick with pantsing my stories. And that's the stories that are written under Taquanda Taylor, the stories written under Taylor Hawkins, and the stories written under Nikita Catherine. They'll all still be pants because I am not a plot. I can't plot, you guys. I can't be put into that box. I have tried multiple times. It does not work. So I'm still going to pants my stories. And then I'll have them out for alpha readers to kind of get a feel. And then we'll go in for a second draft to fine tune the story. So I think because I also feel like I'm so attached to these stories and it's like, I can't change too much. I think when I do that, I'll do a second draft. So I'll probably mainly do maybe 2 drafts of each story. That'll probably still not be it. That's probably still not what it is, but I'm hoping that is what we can fine tune. Like my very first romance, the readers loved it. Absolutely loved it. I might just be second guessing it, but I am going to go over it again just to kind of see if it is perfect. Not necessarily perfect because there's no perfect story out there, but if it holds up to other romances that are out there. That is definitely something I need to look at. And I don't think I really focused too much on that the first time that I wrote it. This is, while I am publishing books, I am putting books out. This is all it still feels like a learning experience for me. This entire thing still feels like a learning experience for me. I'm still learning something new every day with this and how to fine tune this and how to sell more books. So Bear with me, okay? Anyways, that is enough of me rambling. I'm gonna write the epilogue before I start sitting here and talking forever and then run out of time. So epilogue, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna update you guys on that. But tonight should be the night that we finally finish my second paranormal romance and my third romance altogether. Tonight. We're done. We're done. I just typed the end for my 8th book. I have, from beginning to end, written 8 books. Wow. Wow. I honestly cannot believe it. My mind is completely blown right now that is something that is actually happened. It's done, you guys. My paranormal romance is complete. Draft 1, at least. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna call it for the night. That is it. I can't believe it's done. Like, I literally cannot believe that it's done. Like, what? I I don't have words. I literally don't have words. I cannot believe that I have written 8 books from beginning to end. Yeah, so this is done. I can see where there's work that needs to be done. First of all, the first like 14, 15 some odd chapters all need to be rewritten in first person because they're done in third person right now. So we're going to have to go back and redo that. But aside from that, I just need to make sure I refine the story and make sure that it lives up to other, romances and the genre and things like that. So, but for now, draft 1 is done. Draft 1 is done. I'm posting it for my readers to read, give me their feedback. They always give me feedback, which I love. But I'm not going to hold to it like it's perfect because I personally know this story in particular, not perfect at all. It does need work. But as of right now, book 8 is finished. Book 8 is finished. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. But yeah, book 8 is done. And that's it. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below and subscribe if you are new here. Hi, my name is Taquanda Taylor. I am the author of the paranormal drama series, The 5 Sisters. The first 3 books are available on Amazon in paperback and in ebook. I also write under 2 pen names, one for romance, one for mystery, thriller, contemporary, that whole genre. But for right now, focus on those 5 sisters that is available. And book 8 is a wrap for right now. Yeah, I think tomorrow we go back to the drawing board for book 4 or 5. But yeah, for right now, book 8 is done. And I will talk to you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.